What's going on, YouTubes? It's time for another recap, right? So, we're going to be doing a long one today. I'm going to sponsor a Topstep free account, 50K to anyone who likes, comments, and is subscribed to me. I'm going to utilize a YouTube comment picker. If you like the video, commented on this video, and follow me, you will have a chance to win. I will pull the winner live on Saturday during a live stream. Speaking of Saturdays, if you guys had seen my last Sunday and then the Saturday before that, we had a long prediction video, and I told you guys where NVIDIA would crash the market to if we would get the relax down, which we were obviously leaned to. So I'm not going to get into this video, but if you want to check out that video on how I predicted exactly where we're going to go for the NVIDIA crash sell-off, you can do so on my live feed channel. Go check it out. But we are nearing our targets, and our crew knows exactly what to do with the remaining downside. So we talked a lot about the NVIDIA crash. We have timestamps, like always, in our premium Discord. I called the dump over here. I posted this out for my chat a couple times. Actually, we've been looking at these levels for months. This is nothing new, but we needed a catalyst to become lower and lower and lower. And then I posted this as well, and I said these are the algo levels that will hit after NVIDIA dumps ES and the markets. So we have these pink levels down here, and then this big cluster algo. We are going to 57, 36, 75 on this drop. Now, we needed a catalyst to do so. That was NVIDIA, right? So we're going to cover NVIDIA today, or not NVIDIA, we're going to cover the markets and what happened because of NVIDIA. I'm not going to go into the technical analysis on that. We already made 3 videos prior to this one on why and where it was going, so on and so forth. But I do want to condemn the Topsteps here. Okay, so Topstep is a funded account program that I am not affiliated with, and I'm still going to give out their accounts out of my own pocket because I really enjoy their services. They really allow traders to be traders. They do not put stupid rules on you like contract mismanagement, only trade one contract, don't go from NQ to MNQ and back and forth. Every trade has a very specific setup, right? Every trade has a percentile of risk. You don't get the trade setups in pre-market that you get in live. We don't have the same volatility. We don't have the same volume. You need to have the opportunity to bounce back and forth between micros and minis and high size and low size, pending conviction, high pace scalp, long pace swing. Is the market waiting on FOMC, waiting on CPI? Is it going to go really slow today? Do we drop back down to only ES? Some algo targets, and especially on this channel, we have certain 1-minute algos, like we'll go over today on NQ, that we did not have on ES. We got to have that bouncing back and forth. So companies like Apex that restrict you and scam you, you don't want to trade there. You want to trade with people like Topstep. They allow traders to actually be traders. And just a little Topstep detail here. We did pull out $29,900 for February. Now, this is my last troll of accounts right here. We do link them. So as you can see, I have 100% winning days on the last 11. We just pulled another payout out of this 4 grouping, and my little one, I have another one that's all by itself. And 100% winning days, we have 0 red days. And you can see it right here on the chart. Best winning trades, average losing trade, so on and so forth. Big scalps, as you can see here on some of that stuff. And right now we did close out another $10,000 day. So here on the Topstep X, if I get this thing to maximize here, well, we'll just drag it. I'm not used to Apple. I have no idea what's going on. So, as I show you every day on YouTube, as I am not an influencer, I'm an anti-influencer. I don't know anything about influencing. So here's the Express accounts here. The day's PNL right here, about just under $2,000, and then 1,500 on that small one. So all account balances after the payout are back up to $4,000, $3,000 respectively. So we did have a nice 10K day right after payouts. So that's always beautiful to see. Now, what was the determining factors? And I want to bring up just one really big recap right here on exactly where we seen the downside and the scalps, because we did post this way before it happened on X, and we've been talking about this for days for NVIDIA being the catalyst, right? So we had a bunch of NQ target gaps here, right? And we called the 21,000 bounds as well. So there's some things I need to go over here with you guys. So on the upside here of NQ, we're going to go to that 1-minute chart of today. We're going to go over to that start. Here's that 5 p.m. Central for me. And here's that early push up, right? Now, overnight, like I said in the last video, I don't care what NVIDIA does. Our lean is downside. We're going to wait and play the confirmation today and what we see. It does not matter. And, you know, if you're a silly goose like some people on the internet, and I don't know if this person was, he might have just been trolling. I might have been reading it wrong, but you'd leave comments on my thing like, where did NVIDIA dump the market to? Question mark with a little winky face. just because NVIDIA didn't dump right away after earnings doesn't mean it still can't. The cool thing about earnings, though, I said wait for digestion, wait for confirmation, let the market dump later, right? Very easy. So be careful how quick you move that mouth if you don't know what's going on. Betting against me is very, very dangerous. So in the market, we have 3 gaps to the upside, and I'll give you these right here, okay? From 21,146, 1177, 1225 in the $21,000 range. 1 minute gap, 1 minute gap, 1 minute gap. And we were pushing up into the market, up, 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 up. And then we had a algo switch candle. And I went to my chat and I said, guys, fib out this algo switch. I'm not going to explain this on YouTube here for free, but a lot of my group knows exactly what this was. I explained it in Discord, in chat. This is a switch. Now, once that algo hits, I said, draw the fibs out and pay attention to the downside. Biggest over under, as long as we're under 21,386, gone. We put some marker tags and I put my short targets right here. Short target, gap 1 minute, gap 1 minute, gap 1 minute. Those are all of our short targets to the downside that we called in the morning. I said that we had about 150 points of downside here, and it ended up going about 200 from the gap. So the 1 minute gaps were filled, the switch candle was found, and I said it was going to run all the way back down. So it's funny because we had this initial algo knee jerk down to the 423.6, and then she just tanked after that, which was beautiful, which that's exactly what was expected. Now, we have QQQ and everything else coming up, and if you didn't watch my lives, there's a chance to go back and watch those and see where the market's going, where QQQ is, and why. I do a small 45-minute explanation on there, telling you the thought process and the sentiment on how I find these trades. So I just wanted to bring up the NQ real quick there. We'll stop at the QQQ real fast. We had a lot of notes for today, obviously, as you can see here as well. My last long play here for my crew was to wait. What am I doing? Was to wait for this last intraday trade. So we made a really nice buckled long trade back up here, and we wanted to get to the 100 EMA, and it was on the 5-minute chart. And we didn't get anywhere back towards there, but we did get to the 1618 target where we made that last little $1,500, and I left. And I said, all right, crew, you got to pay attention to this 5-minute no GP. So the 1618 was obvious target. So let's talk about it real fast for the last trade of this video. So right here, we at 9:10, we created a 5-minute candle. Then if you look to the right, there's no golden pocket, right? No GP. What is this one? Let me delete this one. There we go. So 5-minute high low, no GP tag till right here. Okay. Well, we opened up, pushed, hit the 1618, came back down, hit the GP, went down to further, fill the GP, and back up to the 1618. It double topped right at the 1618, and I said there was a double there. So if we don't break out from that 1618, we were not going to the 100 EMA, right? And I wanted to get that long scalp back up there to the 5 if we would have broke out. Did we? Well, no confirmation. But we did catch an amazing long and an amazing short. Now, that's the QQQ side of things. I'm going to bring it back to SPY real fast. I want to show you guys that exact same spot and how I dictated this beautiful little short scalp on ES to manage that trade. So here we're going to do the same thing. We're going to high-low that 9:10 candle, 5-minute high-low. Notice there's no GP this time right away. On the Qs, the golden pocket, go ahead and rewind a couple seconds. The Qs hit and then went to the 1618, then came back down to the lower part of the GP and then back to the 1618, right? This one, high-low, did not hit the first one. So the SPY started breaking up right here. And I'm like, this thing's going to come back down and take the GP. We have an actual no tag. So I shorted the ES up here. And I was getting into my shorts at the VWAP because it was going to come down to the golden pocket before it ran back up and attempted my target. Now, Qs and ES, a little different here, right? So I called back to that 5-minute 100, especially for the SPY off the GP. And the Qs didn't quite make it close, but the SPY definitely did. So we had a GP support tag pushed up, a little bit of that lower high action. You can see into the 1618, 595.84. And that, again, is developed from the 9:10 a.m. Central 5-minute candle. So once that failed and we hit the 666 moving average, it was gone with the wind, right? Big time. So we already knew where it was going, and we had a beautiful 10K today on that. And I'll tell you, obviously we're stopping here. I'm not going to give you all the freebies, but obviously the gap fill. And this was one of the biggest targets that we covered again in my live for the NVIDIA dump for this gap fill. So again, we got the gap fill. So if you watch my live video, grats, you guys got the move all the way down from the all-time high. Not here, not here. We posted that way before for the crack, and we call the NVIDIA potential catalyst, because again, we needed a catalyst. We can't just predict things and just magically, NVIDIA is definitely going to do it. NVIDIA could have did whatever it wanted to do, but that was the switch in the algos to let this thing drop. It only made sense. Remember the knee-jerk reaction we had to the DeepSeek news? This was the first earnings leading up to our chippers and our AI that our narrative was challenged. And our narrative being AI everything was the challenge. So now with NVIDIA having good earnings, they beat, nothing blowout, doesn't matter. You're the snake. And again, watch my live videos. We'll go over full astrology and how we're going to dictate this whole 2025. Now, I'm not going to give you long targets or short targets here. If you want them, go watch the lives. They're there. We know exactly where we're going to go, but we did get the fill right here on the gap, and we closed directly on it, algo to algo, like always. So just to circle back around, I'm going to give away a Topstep account. Like, comment, subscribe. This video right here, we're going to pick a random comment from everybody here, my crew, any crew. And bonus round, if you tune in Saturday and you're one of the winners, I'm just going to give away 2. So tune in for the live on Saturday. I'll give away another one right as we do this drawing to whoever is tuned in to the live. So if you want one chance from this YouTube video comment section and another chance to win, we're going to give away one to the lives at the end of the live stream on Saturday, noon Central. I'll see you guys there. If you want to watch me trade live, call this stuff, narrate this stuff, see my Discord, see the timestamps on how we navigate these trades. And again, every trade is minute by minute, hour by hour. It's always changing. So predictions look real good when you go back to them and timestamp, but there's lots of in between, and we narrate through that, which is, something that a lot of people I don't think know how to do. So the link is in the description if you want to come watch trade. If not, just want to hang out on YouTube, watch these for free. Hey, love to have you. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys soon on the next. Take care, trade safe.